I want to tell you something. All these assholes that are running the prostitution ring and the brothels and blackmail and you're all wondering, how do you figure it out? How do you know all these things? Who told them? They're going to beat somebody up because they told me. Well, don't bother. I walk into a room, and you don't seem to understand. I have a great connection with the fifth dimension, and a great connection with the fifth dimension. And when I walk into a room, there are spirits there long before I got there. Some for centuries. They've been around. Like that show Ghosts, where they have the Viking, the revolutionary, and the Boy Scout guy. He's a person. But it's just generations of ghosts. And you don't know what the United States has been a country since 1776, and Hempstead is one of the oldest towns in the United States. So we're in Franklin Square, which is right down the block from Hempstead. So that building, I don't know how long it's been there. The one that I said was the brothels, but there was something before that, and the spirits that were there before that are still there. And I'm going to try and help them, because they were all run by the devil, and the devil ran the world with the Revolutionary War, and the devil ran the world with the Vikings, and the devil's been around a long time. And so have I. I've lived several lives. This is not my first life or my first rodeo. So, when I just walk past those buildings, those spirits contact me. They're the ones who tell me there's a brothel in there. They're the ones who tell me they're doing blackmailing. And they ain't getting no friggin' foot massage or whatever they think they're selling. And when I'm standing next to somebody in a store, the angels, they tell me, this guy's not good. You don't want to stand next to him too long. He's not here for good reasons. They give me the lowdown on the hoedown. And there's nobody ratting you out but the demons or the alien, the angels, I'm sorry. It could be aliens, because aliens are invisible. They have the ability of invisibility. So I don't know if it's an alien or an angel. But it doesn't matter. As you see, they don't lie to me. They're not lying to me. So I found out about my brother and my mother being blackmailed. And Brendan. And I always, up until now, because I've done this timeline stuff and elevated and all that to where I'm in. But back in the day when I knew Brendan, I wasn't so strong. But I got the gist. I knew back then that he was doing something nefarious. I knew it wasn't all on the up and up. And I just gave that vibe off. I picked up on the vibe. I've always had powers, but now they're like on crack. It's crazy now. I hear things and know things that I never knew before, and that's good. 'Cause I'm using them now, my powers, to help the world. Sure, the men don't think that right now, but the men that go to heaven because they gave away their money, they're not going to hate me. The ones that go to hell, well, can't say I didn't give you a chance. Can't say I didn't give you an opportunity. I wasn't dishonest with you. And I'm not telling you to kill yourself. I'm just telling you to give away your money. That's all. And I'm not telling you you lose access to your money. You just got to give it to a girl. That's all. You get your allowance, you go on. Look at that confirmation. Is that crazy confirmation? That's crazy confirmation. Just get your allowance and you move on. You live your life. You're gonna get your rent paid, your mortgage paid, all the bills you paid on your own. The wife or the sister are gonna do it now, and she can set it up with the bank, so she doesn't have to be bothered cutting checks and making sure everything's done and all that stuff. I want to make it as easy as possible for her. I don't want to overburden her with your crap, But, the more money you have, I guess, the more burden it's going to be, I don't have to worry about Elon Musk, because I know he's not going to give away a penny. He's going to go to hell. It's just the writing's on the wall. And that's why I did what I did, because people like him, I want to go to hell. And they're going to go. And they're going to go on their own accord. I'm not putting them in hell. I'm giving them an out. 12 o'clock at midnight, be broke. But he's not going to do that. So he's going to hell. Guaranteed. And he's going to suffer before he goes. And I think he's already started suffering long before tonight. God's been working on him for a while. So he made a lot of people suffer. And he got a lot of bad karma. He's coming after him. He can't get away. He might have a lot of money, but he don't have no special powers and money. I told you the Tsar of Russia had a lot of money when he got his head cut off. So Musk is no different. The Pope got a lot of money. Gonna lose those hands, the feet, the elbows. He's gonna lose his head. Because again, he's the devil. He's like Musk. He's not gonna listen to me. He's not gonna cut me a check. He's not gonna resign. He's gonna take it to the end, to the max. So I'm easily gonna pull the lever to cut off his hands and his feet and his head. Easily, I'll do it with a smile. Because I warned him and he didn't listen. So I have no regrets. I have no take-backs. I have no, you'll get a second chance. You don't get a second chance. Those priests that rape children, they didn't give them a second chance. Why do you think I would give it to the Pope? The Pope is the devil. The devil ain't getting a second chance. He's getting jacked. In a very public and painful way. And all his cardinals and clergy and everybody, except the nuns. The nuns aren't involved. Until now, I haven't even mentioned the nuns. But all the clergy, if they didn't resign by the time this goes public, off with the head. And they're going to go first, and the Pope's going to watch all of it before it's his turn. And I'm not going to the Vatican. They're all coming here. I'm going to do it right here. I haven't decided exactly where. Probably the Capitol steps. Wherever the guillotine fits best. I expect it to be a public spectacle. Like they had in the old days when they hung the criminals. And everybody would come with the picnic basket and make a day of it. That's what I expect. Let's all go watch the Pope lose his head. This son of a bitch, he deserves it.